Don't forget to check out my Patreon where we have exclusive content for groups such as Twice, 17, Red Velvet, Blackpink, NCT, Super M, Shiny, AT, Stray Kids, and so much more, along with K-dramas, concerts, and other variety shows. Hey guys, Angie, and today we are checking out Treasure T5. Oh my god, I'm so excited. I do think personally it's a little too early for a unit, but I do think it'll bring some hype into the fandom and kind of get things rolling again, because I feel like while the fandom's good, I feel like we kind of need a oomph, and I think this is a good way of doing it. I don't think it's going to take away anything from Treasure, thankfully, but like I said, I feel like the new album that YG teased is going to be just an OT10 version of the other songs, and I'm not sure if people agree or not, but that's what it sounded like, and I'm not really a fan of that. One, I don't think we need to, and two, that takes away from new songs, and I feel like that's very lazy. One, it hasn't even been a year since it was announced Yadali and Masho are not returning, and two, they didn't leave on bad terms. Like, that's what, from what we know, it seemed like it was good terms. Unless there's some more they didn't tell us, like something scandalous happened. Seemed fine. Three, like I said, it feels lazy. It feels like they're just like, well, we need to release some new songs and keep Treasure going because we're losing people. Like, they lost a lot of groups and stuff. And winners enlisting, Icon's not in YG. I think G-Dragon is releasing something, and I think he's still in YG, right? So that's probably the only thing that's going on. But like, Blackpink aren't releasing anything right now, and I feel like Blackpink, they're negotiating their contract, so I think they're just on edge and want to release something for Treasure without actually putting in any effort. And I just think they wanted to just release something quickly, so they're gonna do an album with just songs that are already out, and I feel like we're only gonna probably get like 2 or 3 new songs, but that's my prediction. I actually got every member right for T5, so like, go me. I was thinking, who, YG says something like they raise their hands if they're the most handsome or something, and that very much sounds like something each of these members in this unit would do, which I said I think it was Jonghan, Jihoon, Jungkook, Jaehyuk, and Doyoung. And I think that was right. So let's hop into the video. I do think it's risky to release a dance practice before though, but are you ready? You make me feel like everything's so right. Okay, they're doing cute. It's starting. Walking and walking and walking. Ooh. I want Jihoon to lift his shirt during this song. I do wonder, is it gonna be like Move as part of the album? Like, how separate is T5 from Treasure? Like, is it like a unit kind of like Super Junior D&E, where it's like D&E, it's just Donghae and Eunhyuk, like it's just them, they get their own albums and everything? Or is it more like 17, where it's like, yeah, there's units, but they're still like promoting, like, are they going to promote separately? Do we get a separate album from them, or is it just a single, or is it just a single that's part of the big album? I feel like we need more information. Are we getting a music video? I think we're getting a music video, because I think this is the pre-release, right? Okay. Yeah, second full album. So I think it's just going to be so yeah, I feel like when we get the album, we already have this song, we're going to get a title track, and what, we're probably going to get one more song? I don't know. I don't know, it feels lazy. They're promoting it with this, like, they put the hashtag, so yeah, and it's called Reboot. I do like all their voices together. It's a good unit. I'm so glad it's these members, because these are all vocals. Also, this is basically dance line. If you really think about it, these are the dancers of the group. I mean, they're all dancers, but... Oh, this is a good song, man. I love the like laziness of the beat where it's like dong, like this kind of like a whoop sound. Jungkook, sir. Oh, sir, sorry. The camera even zoomed in. Oh, I love this one. You say shit. Might as well say it. I really expected Jihoon to do that thrust thing. Look at my baby. Oh, that's cool. My baby's voice is so deep. I'm sad. Oh, sir, you're a child. Speaking of, I do think it's a little sexy because Jonghan is a baby, but this is where I said I wanted Jihoon to lift his shirt. I'm returning this and asking for Jihoon. You are a baby. I can't even rewind it. He's a baby. I can't rewind it. Nope. Child. Jihoon, come in and lift your shirt. Jihoon, get and lift your shirt. Out of all the members. Yes. Yes. Give him his moment. Give Jungkook his moment. That's what he deserves. Look at this angel. So dramatic. Bow to him. Bow. Jungkook stands. How you feeling? Oh. Oh. For Pride Month? They said for Pride Month. Oh, I thought it was boxers. This is the members with hats. Imagine. Jungkook is killing this choreo. Jungkook said... Ah! I'm looking at Jihoon so hard right now. My eyes are only going to Jihoon. Like, wow, sir. Wow, sir. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm a Jihoon stan. Like, it's not anyone else. It's just me. Like, listen. I'm surprised Jungkook is doing this. Jungkook stans. Are you shocked? I would never in a million years think we would have Jungkook purposely lifting his shirt. Doyoung, I mean, it's Doyoung, like, he'll do it. Jaehyuk, a little shocked, but not recently. I feel like Jaehyuk's very confident recently. Good for him. Jonghan is out here, like, trying... I feel like Jonghan was trying to strip since he was 13. And I, as his mother... have been trying really hard to tape down his shirts. It's just hard here. Like, I'm trying so hard to infantilize him. Like, he is simply a child. He refuses. He is on strike, and I'm not looking at him. He's my child. But, you know, the other four... Doyoung's also kind of my child. But... it's been a couple of years. He's been an adult for, like, what, 2 years now? I can't do much about him. And he's been trying to hoe it out since... I mean, the magnates in this group are crazy. Like, I don't know what to do with them. But Jihoon, my husband, that's my husband. Like, I'm totally fine with him doing this. I'm kind of shocked that Jungkook, though. He didn't lift his high. So YG said, we need money. Who's willing to... No wonder he asked who thinks they're handsome. I can take that in a few ways. One, it's kind of like who's confident with themselves and willing to lift their shirts. But two, I also think I don't know, maybe I'm giving him too much credit. I feel like it was also a way of saying who won't be nervous about, like, who is okay with it. It's kind of like a way of saying, like, who's alright with doing that. And I think that's nice, rather than assuming. Like, if he picked who he thought was the visuals, and someone was nervous about lifting their shirt or not confident, I don't know, I'm giving YG too much credit. I hate that man, so I shouldn't be giving him any credit. Twice. But yeah, I kind of think that was respectful. I don't know, was it? Am I giving him too much credit? I kind of feel like that's not even how the group came about. I think he just kind of made a joke about that. But yeah, I kind of find that interesting. Now that I'm seeing the choreo, I'm like, oh, it's a sexy concept. I still feel weird that Jungwon's here. Not knowing it's a sexy concept. I mean, I kind of figured that because of how he phrased it, but I mean, it's T5. It's kind of like, what's it, F4? It's kind of like that, right? I feel like that's the joke on the name. So but Jungkook's he's only 17, isn't he? We're gonna look it up because I gotta treat them equally with other groups. I can't praise them if I'm out here like calling out and hyping and stuff for how Nicki is. Pre-release single and music video the 28th. Okay. So I feel like it's a pre-release single to the Treasure comeback. Is that how I'm understanding it? Are you guys equally confused or am I stupid? I'm probably stupid. How old is Jonghyun? I think he's 05, right? That's not my baby. Who's this man? Treasure. He is 18, but in Korea he's still underage. And to me, 18 doesn't mean you can suddenly do things, you know what I mean? Like, but whatever. So he is an adult. I'm not going to treat him like one because he's not to me. I hesitate with this because I'm also wondering, but then again, he's underage in Korea. Because I was going to be like, oh, did they wait till he was 18 to do this? I don't think they would wait that long. I think they would have just picked someone else or made it a 4-group thing. So that's kind of, you know, I also feel like this is a last minute project. Honestly, it feels last minute. Plus they were in like Japan and stuff and on tour, so they couldn't have really done all this until recently. So I will do the bare minimum and say at least he's 18. Once again, he's still underage in Korea. But then again, when I looked it up, because I forgot I was doing something where I was trying to figure out what's the age of consent in Korea, because I think I was looking up something for a video where we were discussing this. And the age of consent in Korea is 13, which literally makes me want to punch a wall. That's disgusting. But in K-pop and stuff, like the whole minors thing is like it can't be on filming and stuff until you're 19, like after a certain time. So there's definitely some rules of like underage stuff. I think it's just like for this sex, you know, which is weird to me. Like that's okay, but not other things. I don't know. But like I said, I for me, I'll give it the benefit of the doubt because it wasn't, no, he did lift his shirt. So Jungkook's out here crazy though. He's been lifting his shirt. I've seen this boy's abs for way longer than I would want to. June, he can be shirtless all the time. Like, go off. It's okay, king. It's so confusing to me. Because I'm like, it's not that sexual, but then that happened. So before that, I was like, oh, it's fine, whatever. But then he lifted his shirt. I'm like, maybe it's a little too scandalous. But I do think there's a difference of this versus ENHYPEN's Nicki. So ENHYPEN's Nicki is sexually dancing to an explicit song. I don't know these lyrics, but they're probably sexy. With a adult female. And I think that's where it's weirder. So... And then it's like New Jeans, they're singing a innuendo suggestive song and dressed certain ways and explicitly dancing in certain ways, and they're all like 12. No, I'm not joking. One of them was 13. I was very jarred. I think she's 14 now, but like, ew. Anyways, so Jungwon's 18. I think that's the difference. And I think that's where I'm like, this is okay. This is okay. Now...
that aside, I love the song. The song is great. The song is peak YG to me. Like, I like this type of YG stuff. It's very sexy, and as someone who stands Jihoon, that's all I could ask for. Also, Jaehook has been, like, you know, bias wrecking me, so it's also nice to see him lifting his shirt and being sexy and confident. Take off the beanie, I want to see your face. Jungkook got a beautiful moment. Love that for me. He looked gorgeous. So I like we had two sides of Jungkook. We had the like seductive, like slow, like dramatic side, and then we had like the more like masculine dancing side, and I feel like, you know, he's been wanting to do that more, so good for him. But we also, for the people who love his like pretty side and everything, we had that beautiful moment. Doyoung Dance King, I'm so glad he's in this unit. I was gonna be really pissed off if he wasn't in this unit. As a Doyoung stan, I would be very pissed off because he hasn't really been given enough attention, and I feel like this gave him that attention. Wish he had like a longer, I kind of wish he had the bridge, but I'm actually glad Jungkook did. Jungkook is a very popular known member, but I feel like he hasn't been able to do much to give reason for that for people who don't know Treasure. Like, I think he's doing great, but like I kind of want other people to see he's not just a pretty face as he gets on the floor and shows his pretty face, you know. So yeah, everyone did great. Junghan, aside from all the questionable maybes, too much stuff, I think he killed it. And I think the thing is, I kind of just wish he was older, because I'd feel less weird. I think that's the thing. I think it's more of a me thing, because I am much older, so it feels weird even though he's an adult. I think that's the issue. See, like, Ian from Stray Kids, he's been an adult for a couple years now, and I'm still weird about it. I'm still like, I know it's okay for me to think he's, you know, attractive and stuff, but he's my baby, so I'm also kind of like, Jonghan, he's still like such a baby to me. I think in a couple years I'll be like, oh, it's fine, go off. But I'm just like, no, please, I don't want to see that. Just keep it away from me. But it's all for fun. It's all goofs. I think we're good now with the members. So yeah, at least we don't have to worry about that anymore. Even though it kind of makes it a little weird still, because it's like, so we're just gonna let it go, even though it happened. What's the answer? I don't know. But loved it, and I cannot wait for the album. So I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.